Good morning, y'all. Well, hello there. Wake up with no makeup. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. It has been some time, so I figured I would just jump on real quick because today is Transformation Day. Your girl's getting her hair did. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm definitely in need of it. This hair needs a little zhuzh happening. Anyway, good morning. I have my elephant cup today because I feel like I need a little bit of calmness and inspiration and good luck. I'm just not feeling like the world is a very happy place lately, and that is making me sad. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I really haven't been on here doing many videos lately because your girl has been on the Hot Mess Express train for like some time. And it's just been a really emotional roller coaster lately. And sorry. And I don't like to bring my negativity to the table. I don't like to bring other people's energy down. I don't like to, I don't like to kill the vibes, you know? So I'll just kill my own in my own space, in my own little hole. And I'll let you guys be. Anyway, I have regular coffee today with pumpkin oat creamer. And because I'm feeling a little bit fat today, I put a little bit of Cool Whip on top. Because why not? So today, I am going to get my hair done. It was kind of an ordeal to try to find a salon that I was feeling good about to get my hair done by. Not because I don't think that people are qualified, but because I don't trust people. The last several hair appointments that I have had have not gone well. And so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I trust you, you're the professional, but now I don't trust you because you fucked it up. So, yeah, I've picked a salon in a neighborhood that I know it's going to cost me a lot of money to have my hair done. But I'm hoping that it goes well. I was able to research my hair artist on her Instagram. One thing that I do like is it's kind of a double-edged sword for me. Social media is that the upside is that it allows you a space and a platform to do research and to kind of ease your mind a little bit in situations like this. I was able to research the lovely lady who's going to be doing my hair today and see some of her work on her previous clients. And I'm having a pumpkin English muffin today before I leave because I know I will be sitting in the chair for several hours. So anyway, I was able to research her and see some of her previous work, and I think that she's going to be very well suited to do my hair. I don't want to take away from somebody else's talent by doing like a normal haircut, like I just need some layers, and I'm gonna throw some color in my hair to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit, but not like color, I wish. But so this other artist that I had originally kind of tentatively been scheduled with is really amazing at like neon blues and greens and ombres of rainbow colors and things like that. And so as much skill as there is behind that, I almost felt like me sitting in her chair was going to be a disservice to her skill. So I decided not to do the appointment with her, and I waited instead because I was feeling a bit overwhelmed and was feeling just super rushed and like, I don't know where to go because I don't know any salons around here. So I did a little bit more research and I got a little more comfortable and ended up with an appointment with this lady that I'm going to today. It's the same salon that I had originally been booked with, but I did shop around at a couple of other salons, did some research there, but landed back at this one. So I'm hoping I'm hoping that it goes well because I pushed out my photo shoot for my new headshot session about 2 weeks. It was supposed to be tomorrow morning, but I am generally just not feeling very good about myself right now. My skin is not in the condition that I would like it to be for new headshots. I've had this MF cold sore for about a month now, and it's just hanging around like the Holy Spirit. So, working on that. And I mean, I've literally been getting cold sores since I was like 6 years old. Like, it just is what it is, kind of thing. So this has been an ongoing life issue. It's fighting me a little bit. I don't like it. Anyway, so today I am going to get my hair done. And I am not getting my headshots done tomorrow. I have pushed it out 2 weeks. I have recently started a new venture for possibly and hopefully some weight loss. And I will not dive into that right now because I think that it will be sort of a tender topic, because I may not be the picturesque candidate of what people think I should look like in order to be doing this particular solution. So I will maybe get into that later when I see results. But I'm just barely starting week 3. So I will get back to you on that. Stay tuned. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Is I just don't feel great about myself right now. Not feeling very sexy. And so my mental is not where it needs to be for a photo shoot. I'm pretty good at like flipping it on and flipping it off kind of thing when I need to, but this is different. And I can feel the difference right now. So I felt like what I needed was to give myself a little bit of a break and not pack everything in all at the same time when I knew that my head was not in the right space. So trying to be smart, trying to stay elevated, remember, and staying hydrated. And staying hydrated is good for your skin. So what is happening, I think I actually talked about this in the last video, if I remember correctly. So, because I said, I slept on the couch and then woke up with this face full of this, whatever. So, in other news, I think I've discovered what actually was the cause of all of the breakouts. And it was that I have probably the last like 5 to 10 years, I had switched over to non-dairy milks and creamers for things like coffee and cereal and whatnot. And then in the past few years, my dad had been noticing kind of that like regular milk was sort of bothering him gastrointestinally. So then he tried things like lactose-free milk. But then I got into the lactose-free milk, and a previous relationship of mine was also noticing some issues with the lactose. So I have basically been switched over to lactose-free milk for the last 2 years. And then that night that I slept on the couch, which is now probably 2 weeks ago at this point, I had stopped at the gas station to fill up my tank, but also I was craving cereal, and it was like midnight when I was getting home from work, and I just didn't feel like cooking. So I was like, I'm gonna have cereal for dinner, because when you're an adult, hashtag. So I grabbed a half gallon of regular milk, 2%, but like regular full force lactose induced milk, and then woke up with a face full of breakouts. So I cannot have lactose because it does not agree with me anymore. I will switch back to the lactose-free option when I stop at the store today, because I have several boxes of cereal that I cannot eat because I have milk that I will not drink now. I probably can use the milk to like cook with, like if I'm gonna bake or something like that, but I can't just have it as is full force because it clearly does not agree with me. So that being said, what time is it? Okay, good. Sydney has a vet appointment this morning, so I only have a few minutes. So anyway, so today is going to be a transformation day. So I have many things to do today, and there's a lot of running around to be done. So I have my hair appointment, I'm going to drop Sydney off at the vet on my way to the hair appointment, then I have to pick him up, and then I have a few places that I'm going to stop on the way home, and then I am going on a sushi date tonight with my friend Whitney, who I met on our Antarctica cruise. Hashtag Captain's Table. Captain's Table will be very jealous, and yes, we will post pictures, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see her, and so this was one of the nights that I had available that I'm not working. So I am going to go on a sushi date with her, and it should be pretty fun. We're actually gonna go try a sushi place that I saw on Instagram, and seems to be pretty popular, seems to be pretty good quality sushi, and the vibe seems cool, so stay tuned for a review of that. So anyway, that's all I have to report on today, guys. There has been a lot of craziness happening, and like I said, I've just been kind of going through all of the emotional emotions, and I have been avoiding doing this because I have been doing a lot of crying and a lot of stressing and a lot of reevaluating of life and what I need to do to be happy and to be at peace with my mental health. I don't know, every time I talk about my mental health, I feel like you guys are probably like, wow, this bitch is crazy. But it's not really that. It's more that I have just worked really hard in the last couple of years to be at peace with anything and everything, because I find that that is so important. I was in a in a rather tumultuous relationship most recently, and it really brought out some characteristics and some traits out of me that I did not like, and that were very toxic and unhealthy. And I am not someone who, okay, listen, I'm a Virgo, so I will have an argument and defend myself till I am blue in the face, because I am right. But I can also admit when I am wrong. And that is one thing that I have also worked very hard at, is taking accountability. And it really, really, really boils my blood when people do not take accountability for their own actions, right? So, especially when you have wronged someone. So, it's hard to date a narcissist. Working on my peace has been very important. And so when I talk about mental health and what I have been doing to work on my mental health and trying to reevaluate life based on my mental health, it's not because I'm a fucking cuckoo bird. It's because I am so much more hyper aware of my surroundings and my environment and my situations and my circumstances and how it affects my mental health. And so, for example, I have a lifetime access to the Calm app. Thank you so very, very, very much to my best friend Kevin for gifting me that for Christmas. And I utilize it for a variety of things. I just need to hear somebody talk soothing to me, right? Like, just be nice and talk peacefully. And maybe some sounds of the spa in the background. That's all. I like it. So again, most recently, I have been using my Calm app in the morning on my drive to work. I have been listening to the Daily Jay. Jay Shetty is one of the guided meditation. I don't think I should call him a therapist, because I don't think he is a therapist, but he is a life coach, I believe, by trade. He's wonderful. He is, I really enjoy his voice. I like to listen to him. He's very direct. He's to the point. He's concise, but he does it in a way that is engaging and is inspiring and is, I don't want to say it's dumbed down, but it's like, it's very easy to get, right? And it's not like I need somebody to tell me how to live, but every once in a while, it's nice to just stop being an adult in control and go, okay, just tell me how to live, you know? So The Daily J is on the Calm app, and I recommend it to everybody. It is like 7 minutes. It's not long at all. It just is like a very brief guided meditation where he usually recites a quote of some kind and brings it back to the topic of the day, whatever that is for him. There is also a podcast that I started listening to. Mark Manson wrote The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, the book, and I started to read that a few years ago. Thank you to my cousin Jen for giving that to me. I started reading that a few years ago, and I never quite finished it. It is on my coffee table because I got it back out to remind myself to finish reading it. But Mark Manson started a podcast, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck podcast. And I started listening to it on a whim on my way to work one day because I was sitting in standstill traffic. And I thought, well, maybe this is just going to be sort of like a recap of the book. And so it could be helpful for me once I actually sit down and like continue reading it. Because it's not a very big book. It's a very easy read. I just haven't done it. But the podcast actually is in fact him and several other psychological writers, I guess is the best way to describe them. I guess I don't really know what his official title is because he is a writer, he's an author, but he has studied psychology. And so many of the guest speakers on his podcast are in the same fields or similar fields. But he also has brought in, at this point, I've listened to maybe 5 episodes. He's brought in people who are in the financial field as well as the psychology field. And so they've talked about everything from finances to relationships to, traveling to, like really philosophical questions of like, what is life? It's very interesting. And I really, honestly, I appreciate the fact that they swear all the fucking time, and because I swear a lot and I am not going to deny that. And I'm not probably going to stop either. Sorry about it. I have the mouth of a sailor, and I just have to, at this point in my life, be unapologetically authentic about that. So here I am. I swear a fucking lot. There we go. Anyway. Okay, I gotta go. So the quote of the day. Anyway, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck podcast by Mark Manson. Listen to it or read the book. And the Calm app. Use it. Do the 7-day free trial. The Calm app is sort of just like a very all-inclusive way to remind you that your mental health is very important. Okay, quote of the day. I chose from the Crush Your Goals deck because the other one, as much as it is inspiring, I'm just not feeling very inspired today. So instead, we're gonna crush some goals today. So today is from Suzanne Laurie Parks, and it says, be bold, envision yourself living a life that you love. Ain't that the motherfucking truth? Okay, guys, stay elevated, stay hydrated, stay you. Lay you. Bye.